Hey guys, welcome to another episode of From Boys to Men, the podcast. Of course, I'm going to introduce everybody here today, and then we'll get straight into the questions as we usually do. Firstly, we got Jeffrey here, aka Titenda. Next, we got Reconnecting, aka Mac. Next, we got Michael Jackson, aka Tanaka. Next, we got Dre, aka Andre, aka DeAndre. Next, we got Cray, aka Craig. Next, we got Ard, aka Darker. And lastly, Hamza, who'll be joining later and possibly Tender, as you'll see later on. However,
by the way, Jerry, it's Drax backwards.
No, it's not.
Oh, right. I only
Wow, actually, wow.
Slow, Messi.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, yes. Today I'm not coming to questions. We're leaving the floor to Tanaka. He's gonna ask the questions about.
Hey, don't say my government. My government name. My government name is Michael Jackson, blood.
Michael Jackson. Leave the floor to Michael Jackson. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. It's all on to you.
All right, I'm gonna let it be known, right? I've got many questions, so I don't actually know which ones to choose.
Many, man.
So,
The good
Let's
ones.
go through it. Let's just talk. Let's discuss. Let's go for it.
so I'll just go through all of them.
Mhm.
But some of them might take longer than others, so I don't know. So it just depends which one sticks. Some of them are jokey ones, some of them are serious ones, some of them are they're just in every category.
Some of
So
them
I'm-
are personal.
Some of them will get your heart, and these are, some niggas will come off this chair.
I feel like that's gonna be me, you know.
All right. Now,
Let's
say
go.
no more. Let me ask the first question. It's in no particular order, so just it's random questions. So, how do you want to die?
Whoa.
Let
Damn.
me answer. So, personally, I would want to die because of aging. That's it, really.
But how?
Oh,
So,
how?
Age or how? Yeah, how do you want to die? Like, do you want to get hit by a bus? What? How? No, I feel like the question.
What type of disease?
Hey, let me explain where I got the question. The question came from because we're all gonna die. That's something that's gonna happen. So, it's what's your preferred way of dying? If you could
old
decide
age on
how
a
you would
deathbed.
die.
I want to die in my sleep.
Okay. That's an interesting
So
one.
you want
Dying
me
in sleep
to
is
say
hard,
he
though.
woke up dead?
STDs.
What? Hold on, what? Explain
Why
that
is it
one,
only
please.
Mike that would say
Statutory
that?
tumor disease, pricks.
Is that a thing? I'm gonna Google it.
Why did he leave? What did he say? What did he say?
such what?
Statutory trauma disease.
Why did he leave though? That was the first question as well, you know.
It's coming back.
Actually, it's actually a thing.
Mike, what's wrong with you? Why are you leaving for?
Oh.
Alright, anyway, listen to you. Who's next?
Do you know what
I answered already. I said on my deathbed. At an old age on my deathbed.
But that's what I said, and nigga said how.
No. You just said old age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How can
old
you
age.
die?
You die of old age, innit?
What do you mean old age? What's old age though? Explain specific.
It's in your body doesn't function no more.
What age?
105.
That's an interesting age.
Yeah, I want to die in my sleep, bro. This was the peaceful way to go. Or die in my dreams. And I hope it's not a nightmare, because that would just fuck up the whole thing.
All right, Jerry, blip that.
I want to hear Craig.
You've been on Craig for time.
Craig makes me happy.
What's your question, fam?
I'm gonna go to ones where see. I'm actually on the party.
But I wanna hear the question again.
Nah, it's just that I said. Did you hear what I said before I started asking questions?
That you have so many questions.
Yeah. So your question will come. Is what I'm trying to say. There's a question for you.
Okay.
So I'm just going through the question. The question is, how do you want to die?
I wanna die with my wife next to me.
Oh, you
My
wanna die
kids
with
next.
her?
Whoa, what?
We didn't say location. We said how.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
but that
how.
is how though. Let him answer.
That
You
is
want to
how.
die with your wife?
Let
and
him
your kids next to you?
answer.
I wanna die
Let
with
him
my
answer.
family, like my wife, my kids, there. You know what I'm saying?
Alive?
Like, in my presence.
Alive?
What? Yeah, alive.
Nigga, obviously he's
Oh,
saying
okay. I
how
was about to
he's
say.
gonna die, not his family.
Or like he'll be on his
Yeah,
deathbed,
but nah, I was
and the
gonna say
best family will be around it.
Yeah. So that they can see me take my last breath.
I'm saying,
You're on your
Nah,
deathbed.
they will be waiting for your inheritance.
I feel like you give them some peace. You know?
that's beautiful.
Nah,
So
all
you
my
want to
peas
die
are
on your
going to
deathbed?
charity, fam. I'm not leaving anything.
What is that?
So you want to die on a deathbed?
Alright, that's interesting. Drax, where are you at?
Actually, I don't want to die, man. Now that I think of it, I don't want to die.
Fab, you know it's peak here because everyone's
Actually,
gonna
you don't
die.
die from your body does, but you don't die.
Yes, we know that, but I'm saying at the end
Ah.
of the day,
I like that. Oh, that's going to be my next caption.
I want to see his face. I want to see your face while you're saying that.
It's beating.
You're a spirit, just like God. You be brought
Wait,
back to
Drax,
life.
man, why is this nigga on mute?
I'll go chop. I'll beat her.
Okay, how do I want to die? Wow. I don't.
My guy sounded like a bitch.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
want to die.
Wow.
Explain.
I just want to watch you all
It's actually
die.
a touching topic, you know.
Wait,
wanna
hold
see
on
you-
a minute.
I
What?
want to see you all die. I want to see the world die. I want to see the universe.
This nigga sound like an
Breakdown.
emo.
Basically,
it
he wants
all
to be the
end.
last person.
I want to be the last person so I could just run around naked. Fuck you all.
Wait.
Or the next person.
How about you, Tanaka?
Yeah.
I want to die. I want to die after my wife.
Actually, yeah, that
Hey,
would
why?
give me some peace.
I want my wife to die before me. So like, whatever age she dies, right? I'll die after her. So like a minute after.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You know, that's lit.
Oh, so that you can enjoy your
That's-
50%.
No. You got
Yeah, and then I
respect.
want to die my sleep. I would actually twist my answer. I want to die in my
Nah,
sleep.
well,
Yeah.
dying in your sleep is actually scary, man.
No. But obviously, I didn't mention the time for a minute because I could just say die in my sleep and I will wake up. I won't
Well,
wake
imagine
up,
dying in your sleep here, and your soul, and then your soul, you can see yourself, you can see your body in the bed. You're like, oh, wow, that's me.
Hey, clock. Oh shit.
Yo, I have a follow-up question. To this
See,
thing. I have a
that
follow-up
way I
question.
won't die in pain.
No,
That way.
hey, Craig has the follow-up question.
I have a follow-up in it. If you were to die right now, at this moment, do you think you'd make it to heaven?
I already know the question.
Heaven. If you were to die
Yes.
right now, at this moment, like right now, you think you
Yes.
go to heaven?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Yes, I will.
Why?
Yeah.
In the
So far,
Bible
I
it says. Hold on.
Actually, Jerry, go ahead.
I was gonna say in the Bible it says just confess God is your savior and you shall be saved. You shall, that's your ticket.
Do you think that's what it
Is
takes?
it?
Wait, but
I believe-
hold on. But right now, yeah, what are we confessing? Because none of us have killed anyone, raped
Oh,
anyone.
brother. Hey, hold on, bro.
You know Craig is a
confess.
pastor now.
You
You know
have a
Craig is a
lot.
pastor now.
You have a lot to confess, fam. So, hey, let me start in it. Because I've read in the Bible, there's some really.
Sorry, Ndakara na 4 a.m.
The boys look for no other guy. That is sleep.
The first one.
Now, go on.
I think this one, this generation is gonna be caught up on this one. Yeah. Look, like lustfully looking at females.
Yeah.
That one, this generation, we're done. We're finished. Every single one of you. My battle.
I just want to. Sorry, Craig.
Yo, I come them same movement.
Why does DeAndre leave all the time? What's wrong with that nigga?
He said he was going to sleep.
Nah, he's a weird nigga.
But what you
Hello,
come back? What
beautiful
you come back?
ladies. How are you,
I just want to
ladies?
introduce Hamza. Welcome, Hamza.
Hello, ladies. Hello,
Um,
habibis.
Hello,
Sad,
Peter.
sad.
so Hamza, as you know, Tanaka's asking the questions.
Nah, it was a basic question.
Nah, but Mark, do you really think you haven't sinned?
No, but no, as in when you say you have to confess it right now, as in right now, what type of confessions are we talking about?
Judging people.
Okay, cool. Let me ask my questions. Let's try to keep religion and Christianity and Muslim blah 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 all that
And
kind of stuff.
Buddhism, all
Or whatever. So no matter. Keep
the
it out.
kind.
Just try to keep it out of religion, just for the sakes of.
But what is religion?
Not Jonathan.
What is religion?
Oh,
Your
no,
way of life. Your way of
man,
life.
let's
There you
carry
go.
on. Let's carry on.
Your way of life.
Oh, Hamza. Hamza, how do you want to die?
By getting Nick.
Oh, that's interesting because there's actually someone that died because of that.
I want the Nick to be so good. I want it to be so good. I'm like, take me.
Anyway, the girl sucked his stimuli. His and receptors, they were
Suck the
going, bro.
soul out of me.
Anyway, the scene is central nervous system is shut down.
I feel like you all know your hearts in it at the end of the day. You can't be out here lying to. You can say whatever you want to us. At the end of the day, you know what you're doing after this call. Some niggas are going to bars. So then, at the end of the day, you know your heart. Only you have got to know
So
exactly what you're doing.
So is busting actually a sin? Like,
Yeah, I think it's a
Yes.
sin for
Oh,
sure.
that's the
I
worst
don't
thing you
think
can
so.
do, bro.
What?
That's the worst thing you can do, bro.
Wait, what?
I
It's
don't think
healthy.
so.
Do it. Do it.
Guys,
It's
Wait,
healthy.
hold on a minute. How do you bust?
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh no, let Jerry explain. Let Jerry explain, man. I want to hear this.
Physics.
I don't feel masturbation, female, male, is a sin purely because
You forgot that agenda.
How do females bust?
Fam,
Oh, Jerry, finish, man. Oh,
Let Jerry speak, man.
I've got another agenda, fam. He didn't say my agenda.
And other. There you go.
Yeah, sad.
So yeah, I don't feel it's a sin because God created us in a way that we're made to reproduce, we're made to have a mate. So if we can figure out essentially what can create that intimate time with the other partner so special, make it a better, more deeper relationship with the other partner because you know.
No, why are you talking about masturbation or sex?
Masturbation.
Both. They all relate. I'm just saying you can learn yourself more through masturbation, which then leads to better sex with the other partner, better masturbation with the other partner, which then leads to more sex, more reproduction, and it's a continuous cycle because you've learned your body, she's learned her body.
Hold on.
This
But
is
are you referring to marriage as well? That's different. It's different when it's different when you start saying, Chi. Hold on, it's different when you start involving. Oh, that's how me and my wife do our things. Yeah, that's different. Because even God won't say nothing about you and your wife. However you want to be, do whatever you want.
True.
However you want to do it, you do it. But I'm talking about outside of marriage.
Nah, you guys, I'm gonna send you a video about masturbation. You're gonna stop masturbating if I send you this video.
Send it.
I never said it was. I never said it was okay. Now you know it depends. Hold on. What type of masturbation man's talking about?
Bro, masturbating on this.
Are you talking about two videos? Two videos on
whatever it is, fam. You could be the video to yourself or you just imagining something.
Why do you think it's bad? Both of you.
So you okay? Look at him. You see,
you know this guy started tingling, bro. His heart started tingling. These guys, man. Oh man, let's hear it.
Go on, Chris.
Now, I cannot explain this like properly, but there's a video from. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Wait, let's try to do one at a time, right? Because this whole trying to speak at the same time is done not. Next question. What do you, guys? It's starting to get a bit. It's starting to get a bit better now.
It's quite overlapping.
Oh my god. What do you consider? Oh my God! Shut up.
Let me just say what I just said. What do you consider a waste of money?
Ooh.
That's tricky.
But you need food to live, innit?
Rent.
Girls.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Why do you say that, Doc?
Well, no, well, obviously, not all girls.
I would say,
I think if you know that you're gonna have a future with that girl, then it's worth spending money on her.
You can
But
buy
guys, what's
girls
the
with money.
question? What's the
most
question?
of these girls,
Hey, hey, choose one thing. Choose one thing.
What's the question? What's the question?
What do you consider is a waste of money?
Oh, okay.
rent.
Hey,
Prostitution.
Jerry, you name up people.
All right, one person at a time. One person at a time, please.
That's what I'm saying. Jerry, you do it.
I was gonna. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go first. So, what I think is a waste of money is all these materialistic things like iPhones, stuff like this, T-shirts. Because simply, we all have the ability to use a brick phone to text and call, to get a plain white top. We can make it by hand if we really wanted to, because that's how it was back in the day. But we've had the luxury of technology that's helped our lives. So all these materialistic things. So yeah, everything we have, iPads, laptops, all of this, it's a waste of money. Yes, it
Don't
helps.
lie.
Getting your own Android, you.
Yes, it helps. You know, this that. But if you wanted to live your life purely, say you're not a businessman. If you just wanted to live life purely, say you work a job, right, and you want to live life purely, come home, sleep, eat, all of this, you don't need materialistic things. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like that, so all of the materialistic things we have in this world I would class as a waste of money, because there's people who live minimalistic, just have one bed, one cup, one plate, one fork. Simple.
Did you say one bed?
Well, who has two beds here?
Different rooms. You got beds. You know
Wait,
what I mean?
you want
know
us
what I
all
mean?
to share? You want us all
Huh?
to share? Me and my
I'm
mom and my
agreeing,
brother,
bed,
all my 4 brothers sleeping on this bed together.
Oh, that's cute.
That'd be hard.
Okay.
That's not what he meant. That's not what he meant.
Disclose the
Nah,
bed.
I know what he's trying to say.
Disclose the bed. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Materialistic things.
I disagree.
Go darker. Why?
No, not with your main point. I disagree with I don't think it's a waste of time to have a smartphone.
Money.
I think it's
Money.
no, it's no waste of it's no waste of money to have a smartphone. It's a waste of money to keep buying the new versions of the smartphone, because if you have one of those brick phones, it's actually taking you longer to text, and the time equals money. But if you just have like a basic smartphone, even like an iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, that's fine. But if you always buy the new ones, you're just almost throwing money, because even the guy who invented Apple, he was like, well, iPhone 8 is the same as iPhone 10. It's not that different. You're just paying for the trend, So I agree with your point, but I think there's a big difference between having like a brick phone, a Nokia. It takes you like 10 hours to text something, because you have to press one button to get one letter, and having a smartphone. But I think I agree with you. Is in none of us need the newest phones. We just have them because it's almost like like a part of status, and everyone wants to have a cool new phone.
No,
you know what I mean?
What was the question? I wasn't here.
The question. You missed the first question.
DeAndre.
Don't worry about the. He was here for the.
I was here for the first question.
Shoot, my bad.
We're just on the second one now, because niggas love talking.
Second question is what do you class as the biggest waste of money? What would you say is the biggest waste?
What do you consider as a waste of money? That was the question.
Sorry.
Biggest waste of money? No, education is not a waste of money.
Watch him say clothes.
I was actually going there. My brain was literally going buying expensive clothes.
Explain.
That's the biggest waste of money.
There's a nigga wearing Louis Vuitton top.
It's not even.
Wow.
This was bought in
Oh.
Turkey, bro. I cannot lie to you about it. This was bought in Turkey. But yeah, I
I
think
was born in Turkey.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Something
clothing
happened.
is the biggest one. Yeah.
DeAndre
Who's
is
answering?
talking.
Who's
DeAndre
answering?
is
Yeah.
talking.
Oh.
Yeah. My
Yeah. DeAndre
clothing.
is finished.
Ooh, Craig, you're looking beautiful.
Yeah, clothing is the biggest one. I would say. It's not because for me, clothing is not. It's not something that for the amount of money that people spend on it, it's not worth it.
I can't relate.
Explain
That's my
Hamza.
point. I know Hamza's gonna counter and be like, "You want high quality clothing, but for what reason?" No. The point of clothing is to either keep you warm or cover you up. That's it.
Shabbat.
Whether it's expensive or not, it doesn't matter.
Go on, Hamza.
Oh, yo.
Ooh.
Oh, let me answer.
Answer.
Yeah, go on,
Personally,
man. Yeah.
Personally, wait, what's the question?
Tonight.
Where's money? What are the things that we waste money on?
Here, nigga. What do you consider is a waste of money? One thing. Give me
That's
one
what I
thing.
just said. Oh, okay. So I would say lots of like thingy unnecessary baby stuff. So you know, like when you're buying a crib for a baby.
I agree. I like that. Continue, sir.
Yeah. So like a swing and a bassinet and a peck and play, all those things. Yeah, for a baby that doesn't even. I mean, maybe they do acknowledge it, but when they grow up,
How do you know that?
Now, if we want to go psychological,
when they grow up here,
babies only want their mother. Babies are happy with their mother.
So I don't know, because I've been like, oh, how do I say this? I haven't been, but let's say I've seen people spending money on. Now this guy kicking. I've seen like people spending on baby stuff, like clothes, 5 different sets of clothes, not even 50 sets of different clothes, different
gender review.
Yeah, I haven't gone there. I'm not there yet, but
Are you there?
yeah. So like shoes, toys, basically baby stuff. That's my answer.
That's all. I agree with that. Craig.
I don't think there's such thing as wasting money.
Yeah. Wait.
What is it? Wait. Craig, what'd you say?
Let me answer, fam. Be quiet.
Let him answer.
Craig is woke.
Yeah,
Craig is woke.
my edibles.
Fam, if you niggas could just be quiet, fam. Hey, fucking.
Hey, speak, man.
I'm so stressing Craig, man.
It all comes perspective, innit? Like DeAndre just talked about clothes, about wasting money. Like in your world, in your perspective, to the amount that I don't know, however you view money, it's a waste. But truly speaking, the world, like there's no such thing as wasting money on anything, because as long as it adds value to the person buying it, it's not wasting. Like I can go buy another 10 phones if you have the money to buy them. It's not wasting money. It's money. It's literally.
Craig. Did you understand the question?
I understood the question.
What do you think? So they want your opinion.
I don't.
Not a generalized. Yours, your perspective, your viewpoint.
Anything wasting money. If I buy it, then I'm not. If I take money, give it to someone so they give me something. There's a reason I made the decision to get the thing with the money, so it's not wasting it.
Okay, so what do you think is a waste of money? What do you think is a waste of money to you personally? Or your?
I just said this. Nothing.
Nothing is a waste of money.
Nothing. If I'm to take a girl.
So if you bought that Supreme brick for £200, it's not a waste of money.
I made the decision, didn't I? So how's that wasting of money?
Cool.
That's an interesting argument. That's a very interesting argument. Wait, I only Hamza. Where's Hamza?
Okay, wait. So you want him to answer on what I think is a waste of money?
Uni. What?
Yeah.
You know, Craig said a beautiful. Craig is starting to be woke as fuck. Like shit.
Answer the question, Hamza. We ain't got time for this.
I allow him to compliment me, man. Chukwuru was a cheat.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
why is Hamza looking like that though?
so I think the thing that's a waste of money is nothing. It's all about experience.
For God's sake, fam.
It's the exact same answer as Craig. Like, nothing is wasted money. It's all about learning experience. Like, if I spend some dumb money on a dumb clothes, okay, technically it's a waste of money, but it's an experience. It's a paradigm we go through. So I feel like nothing you ever spend your money on is wasted. It's something you can learn from anything.
You guys
Hey,
can maybe go
me
sleep.
personally, I'm gonna stop waiting for other people to speak. I've got something to say. So
Go for
anyway,
it.
my answer is
Hamza, personally, I
it,
wouldn't
it
take that.
oh, I need to shut up. It's subjective. The answer is
Everything is
very
subjective, man.
the answer is very subjective. That's
Hamza,
even
Bro,
don't
there's
let him cut you.
can I finish,
bro,
man?
listen, there's never a wrong or right answer in everything subjective.
Mazimboro.
Nah, why did you cut Hamza? Why did you cut him?
Wait, is he finished? I swear he was finished.
No, he wasn't.
Does it look like I'm finished?
What else do you want to
Yes.
say? When you're naked, go
Okay,
You
fam, you
wasn't
nearly made me
finished.
sleep.
I was
You were
actually
done.
listening to
Tanaka,
him.
speak, man.
nigga,
Oh,
go put a top on.
Yeah, Tanaka, speak.
It's hot.
Ban Hamza.
And don't gaze.
Hey,
Hamza,
speak,
go on,
Tanaka, man.
finish.
Nah,
Ah.
continue, man. It's okay.
Hey, Hamza, shut up. Tanaka, speak.
Aye.
Wait,
Whoa,
don't
look at this
need.
verbal.
Hey,
Hamza,
man, chill out, man.
yo, Hamza, how you laying this?
I'm not.
All this
Guys,
Wait, man,
verbal, yeah.
chill out, man.
guys,
Hamza, stand your ground.
Hey,
Stand your
Tanaka,
ground.
please
Oh
speak,
my God,
man.
Max, shut
Mike,
the
shut
fuck
up.
man.
I muted all of you because none of you can fucking listen. Yeah,
Oh, what
it's one person
Aye.
at a fucking time.
Aye, what the
Please, Hamza, continue.
Hey, what the fuck?
Anyway.
What the Hey, you what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Hamza, go on.
let's go.
Hamza, go on.
Nothing. I was just saying, like, money is never wasted. I think no money ever is wasted. It's obviously you can argue the fact that it is wasted, buying dumb shit, dinner, whatever, baby mama shit. It is, but it's all an experience. That's what I'm saying. Like, no money's ever wasted.
But that's interesting. I feel like it depends what you call cheap a waste of money. I'm saying that because, like, okay, let me try to think of a perspective. I could go and buy what a car, right? Buy a new car, and then someone could be like, "Oh, why would you buy a Lamborghini? That's a waste of money," right? But then to them, it's a waste of money. So if I've got 10 mil in my account, listen, who's speaking when I'm trying to speak?
Answer your kutipa kan. Dan zina diandre anzi depending where answer guys. I see kunyo so onuka understand the question here.
Let's go marinate.
You.
I was giving the same answer from this guy stopped me in my middle of my thing.
I don't know about that. The question says, what do you consider as a waste of money?
Like,
So you don't answer question.
Haircuts.
Can I
your
finish?
perspective, innit?
Let me see. Oh my goodness, man.
All right,
You, man, I'm hanging up in a minute.
All right, did you say the Liquorman fight? He won the fight.
Who cares? Look, man. Don't kick.
You head pod.
I was saying,
Yes, so.
I could have 10 million in my account. I could go buy a car that's 200K, right? To someone who has 10K in their account, they'll be telling me, yo, that's a waste of money. Why would you spend 200,000 on a car? Blah, 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 blah. But then to me, I've only spent 2% of my money. So where in the book is it a waste? Even if you go and find out what the definition of waste is, what is it?
Something you never get back, I assume.
Something you find at the recycling center.
But I got a question to ask you then, since you guys are saying
it says waste is a use or expend carelessly, extravagantly, or no purpose. So did you understand English, blood?
Or is the material or byproduct eliminated or discarded?
A use or expend carelessly. So it's almost like if I'm if I'm spending, so if I had 10 million and then I bought a yacht
for 9.8 million. That's what people call waste. But
Wait,
then
wait,
in
nah.
in Craig and Hamza's position, they're saying they don't call that waste. That's okay. It's all about experience.
Nah, it also comes to how much value do you put on money. Like how much perspective, how much value do you put on money.
That's another one as well, because some people can make money easy, so they could easily wipe out the whole account, and then tomorrow they've got a new account.
Right,
So
Hamza,
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, that question is very personal.
It's a dumb.
It just depends on the person you are. It's the same way some niggas here like big bunda.
Right,
Some
Hamza, let me.
niggas some
Right,
some
show
niggas
show
don't like
this.
bunda.
All right, next question, bro. Next question.
Some niggas love skinny things, blood.
Next
Right, Hamza,
question.
let's.
I love the skinny thing, fam. Easy to manage.
Right, Hamza, I knew exactly your channel. Right, Hamza, let's see your shoulders.
My what?
Your shoulders.
My shoulders?
Yeah.
Why do you want to see my shoulders? What's wrong with you?
I wanna see if I need to go to the gym.
Nah. Ask Tanako to tender.
Because me, I know I hold the record for broad shoulders.
Personally,
Mzukur.
He's buffering.
waste of money. I should waste of money.
His internet. We can't hear you.
Shoes.
Explain.
Yeah, me personally, I think shoes is a waste of money.
So would you rock one pair of shoes for the rest of your life, but just change the size? No, that's what I'm asking. You know, you could just say shoes.
That's a good question. Nah, cause me personally, yeah, shoes,
Says the nigga that's got Jordan 11.
Woo!
shoes, yeah. I'm just. It almost looks like I collect them. But look, now to uni, I'm taking 2 crepes. You get me? I'm taking 3 crepes, including my training shoes. Yeah, when I've got 6, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't actually need them, but obviously I get them because I like them. You know what I'm saying? But shoes is a big waste of money. I'm telling you right now. Cause if you see niggas like Craig likes fashion and all that, Jerry likes fashion and all that. You could wear one pair of shoes, yeah, and just change your upper body and it'll look hard. You know what I'm saying? But you can't wear the same clothes up top and then wear different crepes every day. People will still be like, hold on, you just change your crepes. Like, just obviously people might say, oh yeah, when I see someone, my first contact to them is their crepes, but. Yeah, shoes is a big waste of money. You don't really need shoes like that.
Hey, anyways, I've got a very interesting question. Did anyone else not answer? I'm sorry. You can answer through your sister.
Darko answered.
Let's go argue with the Wi-Fi route.
I swear Darko answered. Darko's muted. What's he doing, bro?
He's busting. I've actually got a proper question.
Bro, Craig is wham.
You were gym.
Watching smart. I was second here. I made you way.
Go on to that question.
Me, I don't know.
Craig is big, yo.
Hamza just said that. Why taking my compliment for?
I said it before you.
Hamza, you look like Mr. Davis.
Guys, next question, man.
Next question. Why is DeAndre pissed off?
Because nobody's complimenting him. DeAndre, are you beautiful? There he is.
People under 5'6" are always mad.
DeAndre, I want you to know that you're a beautiful man.
Oh, it's not next question, man.
Why was I muted?
You know the
Same. Why was I muted?
Jerry, why did you keep muting me for?
I didn't touch it.
No, Jerry actually didn't mute anyone. You might not bugging.
I wasn't on mute.
I didn't touch it.
You're
from Manchester, innit? I didn't touch it.
No, yeah, I've got a proper question now. Okay. What is the biggest example of misinformation?
The news.
COVID-19.
The news.
One person at a time.
Boris Johnson.
Jerry, go.
Boris Johnson.
Me, right? The biggest social media.
In our generation.
Social media.
Boris Johnson.
The way,
Boris.
what? So, repeat the question one more time. The biggest.
What is the biggest example of misinformation in our
Misconception
generation?
of misinformation.
So I'll say social media because the way is you get these fake gurus who'll see the adverts who can
Wait,
portray their life.
why someone say at Hamza? Nah. Wait,
Nah,
somebody. No, no.
I got
Wait,
love for Hamza.
I'm not
Hamza,
gonna
it's
take
not
it. Hamza, I'm not taking that. Personally, I wouldn't take it.
I
Wait,
mean,
who said that?
the
Who
moment
said
he
that?
said fake guru, I was like, someone's gonna say it.
Nah.
But
Who
Wait,
said it?
no,
It was DeAndre anyway.
no one said. Wait, I was starting beef. I was starting
DeAndre, you're
beef.
violation. DeAndre, you have
if
to
you
shut up.
want
I want to
heaven on
fight.
earth,
Hey, listen. I was starting
if you
beef.
want
No one actually
financial
said it.
freedom,
No one said it. No one said it. It was me. I was starting beef.
buy my
Hamza,
course.
Hamza.
Hey, hurry up, man.
I got nothing but love for Hamza, man. It's not aimed at you, man. You work hard. You're good, man. You're good, man. So as I'm saying, there is fake gurus out there upon the internet, and they can portray their life to be this, that. So that's one of the big misconceptions upon in this generation. But Craig, you're next in the line.
I'm the first. I'll never.
All right, Craig, go. You man, shut up, man.
The question was, what's the biggest what?
Misconception of misinformation.
What is the biggest biggest
Form
what?
of misinformation. Example of misinformation.
What is the biggest example of
Misinformation.
misinformation? My way.
Hey, Jen, what was the answer? Jen, what was the answer?
I said social media because people could portray one thing when it's really another thing. It's so beautiful the art that it is. But continue. You'll go. Sorry.
Personally, I wouldn't say it's misinformation. I feel like now, but that's what people want to see, innit? Like it gets attention. Like if you watch the news, they only talk about like dark things going on in the world, like COVID. They talk about the fucked up shit because it plays with the emotions. It gets to you. You get me? But I wouldn't suppose. The right information is out there. It just depends. What do you personally decide? Like, what do you choose to consume instead? Because you can easily turn off the news because they just designed to grab your attention emotionally, push you in a state where you can already think properly. You just kind of get fucked up pretty much. And social media is everything. It's mostly fucked up most of the time too, because that's what also grabs people's attention. You get me? Like the foolish stuff, the fake gurus, they know people want to make money. They go on and like, oh, buy my course 10,000. I'm like, okay. I'm not talking about Hamza, but that's it wrong. Hamza, I'm not talking about. Hamza, I'm not.
Always
Nah,
divert
never
back
answer
where
that.
Hamza from.
I'm not talking about. You guys are. I know where your minds are. Hamza, I'm not talking about. But
But it's always diverting back to him. I don't know why.
No, we know it's a joke, man. No one actually wants. No one's mocking Hamza. No one's mocking anyone.
I see ads on YouTube all the time of people just they're trying to sell something and they dramatize the whole thing because a lot of people in this world they become so materialistic. So when they see like big man on the video, someone talking about if you sign a course or if you click this link, you make 200 in 2 minutes. They go, oh, and I'm home as
Financial
well.
freedom.
You get me? But I feel
If
like
you want financial freedom, if you want heaven on earth,
you're not a man, it's all about what do you choose to consume. Like you have a choice, pretty much. You do have a choice.
Yeah.
Information is out there. You have to find it. You can just let the world just pour over the one in front of you, unless that's what you want. You get fucked up, but yeah.
I like that.
Me personally,
that's
all I want to
powerful.
say is you can't control what's around you, but you can control what's within you. You can control what you allow into your body. You can't control what you hear, but you can control whether to take it or leave it. What most of us do is we take it
and then we deep it too much, and then it sticks in our brain, and then that's what causes us to end up believing it. Because we'll watch something on the news, we'll be like, oh, that's fake. We'll wake up tomorrow morning, man, that's why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? And then all of a sudden, you're all locked on it. So you become what you bring into yourself. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm gonna be back in, because I didn't really answer the question there, but I'm gonna be back in what Jerry said with social media. Like there's always like this is why I unfollowed thingy meme pages, because they just stress me out. I unfollowed meme pages because they stress me out. Because they're always like, you always see some BS on it. And like, that's where it all starts. That's where it all starts. And there's always this thing, it's like, people, you don't know whether someone's living a fake life or not, unless you know them in real life.
So why do you have to care about somebody else's life? Live yours.
That's
Don't
what I'm
compare.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
People dwell on comparing themselves to someone else's life. Don't do that. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Live on your ones.
Because how many times you just gotta deep this. You only know a celebrity is dead because the media shows you they're dead. You know what I'm saying? But if Jerry now dies, Obama is not gonna know about it. And it's like, don't believe what's on the media, because what the media is promoting it for people to believe it. Like, don't allow that. Don't allow that. Like,
can I? Oh, sorry. Go on.
You can't sit here. Like, I'm happy. I'm good. I'm happy for the niggas that have deleted social media and stuff. Obviously, personally, me, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just gonna keep it. But yeah, I'm happy for the niggas that have deleted it, because before, like me personally, before I'd see niggas that I know, like, moving mad on like social media, and I would actually believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'll see them wearing some clothes and stuff like that, and I'll be like, I swear I go to school with these dons. I swear I've seen these dons before. Where they getting all this pee from? But then it turns out some of them do fraud. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out thinking, they're on some different grind. But guys, all I'm saying, social media is my answer.
I just want to say that the whole the education system is fraud.
Where's Hamza? Hamza's gonna agree with you there.
Hamza will agree.
It's full of misinformation, in the sense that we all know that they don't teach you what you actually need to learn.
There's too much to teach.
They don't teach you. They don't teach you what you.
There isn't actually too much to teach, DeAndre. There actually isn't too much to teach. Like, if there was a lifestyle lesson, there wouldn't be too much to teach.
There's very much.
But they want to teach you Pythagoras and shit. That's dead.
Cutting me off, bro.
Listen,
I'm sorry. Carry on.
Did I not explain?
Hold on. I'll cut this nigga off. Hold on. Finish.
I know to speak, please.
Wow. Finish.
Nah, the reason why I say that is because I think I said this before the last time. What happened?
Hamza left.
He always does that.
I think the reason
he was on a phone call.
I think the reason why I mentioned that was because if you think of the debt that people go into thinking that education is the one, and they come out having to go to work at McDonald's, is how the government makes money. So a lot of you niggas, 90% of you niggas, 9 out of 10 of you niggas, how many niggas are in here? 8. One isn't in uni because of government situations. But if it wasn't for government situations, it would be in uni. But I'm just trying to say, right, we're all in debt. You know what I'm saying? There's like £60,000 in debt. Let me see how much money is it. 60, 120, 240, over £500,000 here in this group in debt. Who here has $500,000?
I will have it. Not now.
I respect that, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, the percentage for you coming out to go to a job is not very likely, right? And especially you're a black man, yeah. And I feel like the educational system
Victimize yourself,
is,
please.
huh?
Do not victimize yourself. Please.
Huh?
Do not victimize yourself.
What are you talking about?
It said do not victimize yourself.
What is it? What do you mean?
Victim.
You just said about what is being a black man or something like that.
Or like you have to work twice as hard to get the same.
So do
Yeah.
you want me to be fake out here? Oh, that's what you niggas run.
Nah,
Victim.
I'm just saying it because when you victimize yourself, innit?
No, I'm not saying feel sorry for me.
He's not playing the victim card. He's
I'm not
just
saying
giving
feel
out
sorry
a
for
point.
me. I'm being serious.
I'm talking about in general.
I'm being serious, man. This is life. Black
I'm
men,
talking
bro.
about
I
general.
know what you say.
But continue.
And I'm just saying, the educational system is full of misinformation in the sense that we're learning, we're saying, okay, I'm going to learn engineering, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to learn that, I'm going to learn that, I'm going to learn that. And then you come out, then you're doing something completely different. You're out here working in KFC or this and that. And I feel like it's all built to keep people ground, to keep people on the ground. Yeah, that debt is supposed to keep you under. It's supposed to keep you in poverty, if we can call it that. It's supposed to keep you below where you're trying to get to. So even if you think about those doctors, right? They'll go to school for 8-9 years. They come out in like £500,000 debt. So for them to even come out that debt, they have to go through 5-6 years of working just to cover that debt. So now imagine for that 5-6 years they're struggling, trying to make ends meet, and it's built like that. This is strategy to keep the people of lower power on the ground. If you don't have the mentality to come out of a situation such as debt or like poverty, the fact that you're always thinking, oh, my job, oh, shut up, my job is going to keep me afloat, right? Your job is the only thing you can. That's why you see some people commit suicide
Sorry
if they
about
get
that,
fired.
ladies and gentlemen. I'm now back.
Some people commit suicide if they get fired, just because the misinformation in the government strategy. The government is a hoax.
Oh my God.
What
The
question
government
have you
itself is a hoax.
Oh my days.
But yeah, I'll say the misinformation is the government.
Nah.
The government is fraud.
Do you
Oh my
blame?
God.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna blame the government. I'm not gonna blame
Oh my
anyone.
God.
I can't blame anyone because I don't know what I'd do if I was in that situation. I don't know if I would have done if I was in power, like the government. I don't know. So I'm not gonna be out here saying, oh, that person's bad. I don't know what they're dealing with. I don't know how they come up with these decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I think, but I'm not gonna say I blame them, but it's still misinformed.
I got a viewpoint just to add on that, because what is correct information? Isn't information just someone's point of view? Everyone just agreed on.
I feel like at the end of the day, everyone is trying to be right. There is never really a correct answer.
Yeah,
everyone doesn't know. No one knows anything.
Yeah.
No one truly knows anything. So at the end of the day, we're all trying to think that we know stuff. Even those people that are the smartest, quotation marks, they seem to know more. But at the end of the day, it's not that they know more correct things. It's just they know more information, but it's not necessarily correct. Because no one actually knows what is correct and what is wrong.
There you go.
I think that's when people start bringing in, oh, how are you gonna say, I can't change my gender, or I can't be gay. Who are you to tell me what's going on? Actually, you know what? Let me back off. I don't want to get into that.
I knew you were going in that direction.
Let me come on. That one.
The moment you paused and said someone can make that decision, I knew you were going there.
Yeah, someone's gonna end up listening to what I said and be like, you know what? After he said, I'm gonna be a female. Like someone block
Can
me.
I give my answer?
Go for it, Deandre. Go for it.
All right. Biggest misinformation would probably be a combination of what both of you said.
Huh?
Government and media.
Mm.
Because
I would say
government,
the government is media.
that's what I'm saying. I could
I
give a
want to say
combination of two.
the government and the media are connected.
True. Government controls media anyway. Yeah, I would give that a combo. Why? Because I don't want to go in the whole education system because I can see both sides, both ends of the spectrum in that thing. So why it works and why it doesn't work. But at the same time, I would say bro, I'm tired. Yeah, in terms of the way the whole system is structured, like you go in debt and then you have to pay it back. Then by the end of the time you finish paying that debt, you are like 60 years old. You ain't got much to do. It's a system that's structured to, I guess, make life easier and difficult at the same time. Because remember, the debt we're gonna pay back. We don't have to pay it in one go. It's after a certain. Is it after 25,000?
No, but all right, can I quickly cut you off right there? The fact
Yeah.
that there's a threshold for when you start to pay it back. So the fact that some people will be like, oh, you know what? Well, I'm gonna do fraud in the government. I'm gonna make less than 25 for the rest of my life, just so I don't have to pay it back. But is that a life? How
See,
you
now it's up to the
you
person.
know?
How
No,
simple?
but
How
that's what I'm
simple is
saying.
that person? How simple? If the person says, "I have a roof over my head and I got food in the fridge," that's life for me. That's them. You see what I mean? That's their viewpoint of life. Whereas people like us will be like, "Nah, I want more. I want a big ass mansion. I want 5 cars. I want
No,
all the
hold
Gucci
on.
loot."
Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
I'm not. Hey, I don't want to cut you off here, but I'm saying even if you're making 25K, right? Let's say you can live on 20K. Cool.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, even if we go back to Christianity, I'm not saying let's go to Christianity, but even if you go to being a good person in general, or being a person that adds value to the planet, how are you going to help the planet or help someone with when you're using all the money that you need to survive? That's why I'm saying eventually you need to always aspire to try and make as much as you can, just
Yeah.
because that's more you can spend on other people.
This is how the system works. The more you make, the quicker you pay. Simple as that. If you make 100,000, you pay in a space of a year or two. You know what I mean? If you earn less, it will take you longer. So once you break that cycle, once you get to the higher bracket, you can easily pay your debt in the space of 2 years' time, and you're done. And then you have the rest of your life to sort whatever you want on it. That's how the system is structured. And obviously there's flawed in it, because you can say someone be like, you know what, I don't want to earn over 25,000. So that means the person who's paying back would see that as unfair, because they're thinking, no, I'm having to pay this back. How did you get your education for free when I had to pay for it? So you can see both sides, as in, one, it's fair because it allows people who earn higher to pay it. But at the same time, it's also unfair because the low earners now don't have to pay anything, which makes the higher payer feel like they paid for the low payer's education, even though they're not using it.
Siri, how do you turn my...
So now you've got a perspective. I don't know. I don't know where I went with this, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yes. You just literally reinforcing the fact media and government. That's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, because
Is anybody
now
else?
if you go back to media, social media allows us people a little bit of control because we can post whatever we want. But obviously there's restrictions. Each social media platform has a restriction on how much you can post, what you can post. They have to monitor what you post, and etc., which is technically controlled by the government as to what you can put on there.
Okay, has everyone answered? Has everyone said their piece?
Darker.
Darker ain't even in the conversation.
Oh shit!
Boys, I think I'm going to go to sleep. I'm tired.
What's the most
So
misinformed
peace,
thing?
and from boys to men. I'll see you later.
People.
Let me tell you something.
Max, I'm still doing that.
Listen, if you don't read the news, you're uninformed. If you read them, you're misinformed.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Oh, nigga, shut up. That's what Denzel Washington said.
Exactly. The fact that you
Hey,
know
so
that
people are
means
done. Do I need to read the next question? Because I feel like people are tired.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a couple more, but I think these are actually gonna make people talk a little bit. So I'm gonna have to choose one. What? I don't know. It's a bit contradictory. I'm gonna choose two questions, and you all decide which one you want to answer. How do you stay positive in a negative world?
Alcohol.
masturbation.
Man said that.
What's the other question?
And the other one, what do you think about our generation changing lifestyles that have been active for years?
What?
Explain.
I'm sure everyone knows what our generation's like now. It's very much done up.
Fuck. Or say the question again.
Fuck that from these kids here swearing at people. And I'm like, why
The
swearing?
question: what do you think about our generation changing the lifestyles that have been active for years?
Bruh.
Now what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck?
Tonight, you answer that question first. Wait, are we choosing one out of the two you just said?
Yeah. What is freedom? And
What's freedom?
yeah.
We're not doing that question. We're not doing that question.
BLM.
What
No,
is
that's
freedom?
not the one you said.
The question he asked were how do you stay positive in a negative world?
Oh yeah, that's the
And
one I said. Oh
That's such
crap!
a
Sorry.
gay question.
What's that?
Alright, someone buy me likes.
Oh, who said that's a gay question? I want to see your face.
I said that.
Let me see your face.
About how do you stay positive in a negative? I thought I was gonna expect something deeper from you.
Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga.
That's a year 7 question about how do you stay positive in a negative situation.
Shut
What
the
do you mean, bro?
fuck
Mindset. What else?
deep.
Nigga.
There is no other question. The other one is interesting though.
Hey, make me host. Let me remove this prick.
Hamza, you answered and give us an answer.
No,
Which one?
personally,
Which
I think
question?
I think the second question's better though.
I think the second question is better too.
Yeah,
What's wrong with-
answer the question. Choose the question.
wrong
Then I already said I've got many questions here. What do you
Second
think?
question. Let's go.
What do you think? Let me change it a little bit just so it makes sense. What are your views on our generation changing? Let me think of another word for lifestyle.
Lifestyles, culture, I don't know.
Alright, Jerry.
Yeah.
I got a mega folder for you.
Fam, I deleted all that shit. I had to say goodbye to all that shit, man.
Anyways, what are your views on our generation changing lifestyles that have been active for years?
I'm gonna answer it just to give someone like people.
Wow.
Yeah,
leeway.
go on.
So,
Oi, Jerry.
Someone remove
switch
Mac,
off
please.
Mac's camera.
This go on YouTube, bro. Why you keep showing this, man?
Oh, is it?
Come on, bro.
Nah, I didn't even know.
Can you please?
Yeah, Mac, you know that's a sin.
Well, using a mega folder.
No, you're causing other men to you're causing other guys to fall off their path with Christ because you're out here showing us nudity and lust, and you're allowing us our hearts to see such disgusting stuff that some of us will go to hell because of you.
Okay. Why are you being allowed to watch it?
What?
You could have switched
All
if you
right.
want.
Okay, so in this video, I'll be talking.
All right, guys, answer the question, man.
Hey,
So,
Jerry, you answer the question.
so to answer the question, I feel as if with every generation within this world from 1990s, whatever, all of them, there has been change. And let's, for example, you've had the year of what, if I'm not mistaken, there was a year when it was just rock bands, rock music, this is that. Then you had the year of hippies, and then now we're getting the year of well, not the year of, but our generation's becoming violent, knife crimes and all of that. And you get the other spectrum where you get people coming out, and I believe that's just the change that's bound to happen because of the past change. It's just a future. It's just change that happens within culture, within generations, that just takes place because we just want change. We want something different. We want to be what's perceived in that generation cool or what you desired. That's why I believe there's generation change. That's why these kids are becoming like, oh, shut the fuck up, blood. You know who I am. This, that. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I just believe there's change ultimately.
Wait, Jerry.
Mm.
Can you say that last point again? My internet bugged out.
I was just literally pointing out how that's what. Did you hear about the kids bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just pointing out how change is what ultimately just has led to the change that's happening now. That's why us lot, like I'm 18. We've got 19, 20, 21 here. Our generation is going to be different to the younger generation because we were 22. My bad. We've been growing up. Our culture is different. Our childhood was different, but this childhood.
Yeah, I think culture and the way, because you can even look at the generation of our parents. Most of them are more disciplined than the generation of the parents that are going to be. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's why you see more youths are more done out than the ones who are in their teenage years now. So the ones that are 18 now are better than the ones that are going to be 18 in 5 years or so, because the way, like, there's less discipline in schools, in families and stuff like that. So that has had a big effect on everything as well.
I totally agree. Craig, Hamza, Tanaka, Mac.
Wait, what was the question? What was the question?
Hey, I'm gonna expand the question real quick. I think it's gonna allow people to think a little bit better. But what are your views on our generation changing lifestyles that have been active for years? And what is your view on how life is changing now?
Wait, do you mean when you say changing generations that have been around for ages, do you mean like forcing their own ideologies on the older generations?
Yeah, I'm saying like the fact that kids now, or not even kids, our generation, we've been put into this new like segment where people are like can feel free to do whatever they want, but like what they want is not necessarily right or wrong. Who am I to say that's right or wrong? But I'm just saying there's so many things that are different now. Compare them to when your parents grew up.
But
And
would
so
you not argue that that's always been a thing? Like your parents, their grandparents were saying, look at them grow up, their time is so different. And then the grandparents' parents were like, look at them growing up, it's so much different. So I feel like it's a bit of misleading / confusing questions, because this whole idea of change has always been around. So I don't know.
But a drastic change like this, like our generation? Tell me one generation that's drastically changed like this.
I'm gonna say
Our
this.
parents' generation.
Let me
Our
ask.
parents' generation got to experience the internet
Did
growing up, the phones. Like our parents'
were they
generation
gay?
was the generation that
Alright,
really,
Were
in my
they
opinion, experienced the
were,
most change.
were they changing gender?
No, that's just a little segment of this generation's part.
That's what I'm saying. That's a change in its gender. That's a change in its generation, is it not?
Yeah,
It's
it's one of
acceptable.
them. Yeah.
That's acceptable. How many things are acceptable nowadays that will never been acceptable even thousands of years ago?
But that's only acceptable in these countries, in these Western countries.
But I'm talking about these countries.
What?
Hey, shut up. He doesn't understand it. Whoever understands the question, answer it.
I understand your question perfectly, and I'm just answering it.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
answering.
Let Aunt Craig to speak. I don't want to hear you anymore.
This generation, we got like internet, big thing, you know. Now people nowadays, you now know more people than you used to know back then. Now you know 1,000 people now. Back in the day, you know like maybe 20, you know, from your own area, maybe like family members. So it wasn't really like you wasn't too concerned too much about how people viewed you, how people thought about you, how it was like a small circle. But now you have social media. You wanna look good on the internet. You wanna look good in real life, and you wanna people are trying to act certain that they like putting masks on. You know what I'm saying? That they wanna look a certain way in certain places. You know, they wanna put on this like this oh, I'm this kind of person, but they don't really like that. So when it comes to like people becoming gay, people coming out, people being transgenders, it's like everyone they're just too concerned about other people's opinions about them, other people's views. So the change, like right now, it's so high because of social media, but it's been happening since then. But it wasn't it wasn't that high. It wasn't that high because the people you're just changing, they're like people in your little circle, in your little town, like your town, like, less than 500,000 people. So you won't really care much. But now it's like you have social media, then you have your town, then you have your family, you have your boyfriends, fam. The list goes on and on. So it's like now you care much, and like you give a fuck up. Like now people they just give a fuck about everything. It's sad. Everyone's commenting. You take it to heart, then you're like, okay, you know what? He said I look this like this. But yeah,
Wait,
man.
so are you saying social media has amplified the sort of
Yeah,
generational change?
yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's put the fuel. Like
Definitely.
they've just up. So now everyone has a voice. Back then it wasn't like that. Everyone now we can just grab 1,000 people and say, yo, comment on Instagram or post things. They can post or comment millions of comments. Just 1,000 people. And they can have massive impact. Crazy impact.
Quick question on what you just said. Is it okay for everyone to have a voice?
It is. It is. I mean, it's damaging. It's damaging. But then at the end of the day, everyone still wants to get their voices heard, and they wanna feel like they're part of the world, and they're not missing out. So it kind of benefits in some way, but then it also has some terrible things that can happen because it can drive some terrible ideas into people's heads. And then it can it would just put people in certain. You start driving okay, I want to be a god. I stuck some fucking horns on my head with that. And then you get like what? Like, people just start commenting about texting, and then you go on Twitter, you go on this, you go on that. And then all of a sudden, it becomes something the news is talking about. The news start talking about. The news now, they're not linking their content to social media because no one is really watching the news. Everything just talks about the root bike. They don't want to hear that. They want to talk about what's on the social media. What did this celebrity do? So they just kind of recycle the information from social media, put it on the news, so they can just get more clout. So I feel like the internet has really pushed so much of these things going on. But then I'm not gonna say it's right or wrong because that's not in my place. But this all
But
changed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I
from
feel
those
like,
from those that I've answered, right? What does the world look like in 20 years?
Corrupt.
Much worse.
Doomsday.
looks
Corrupt.
scary.
Doomsday.
It will be
Corrupt. Not. I'm not saying corrupt in
Doomsday.
terms of. Let me speak, man. I'm not
But
saying corrupt in terms of there'll be like climate change and all that, because obviously technology is gonna pattern that up. I'm not gonna lie. I think technology is gonna pattern climate change, like the whole process with
Okay.
wildfires and stuff like that. But in terms of people's mindset, it's gonna be corrupt.
Do you remember what they said about 2020? Oh yeah, in 2020 things are gonna be mad bad. Nice cars. Hey, what's going on right now?
now this one I'm saying in 20 years, yeah, because right now everyone is fighting for this equality thing. Equality thing. I feel like
That's
they're gonna
it.
try. I feel like they're gonna try implement it for some years, and then it's gonna cause some. It's gonna cause some really. I don't know. Some really fucked up shit. I just feel like it's gonna come, bro. Like it's gonna come a time where people will be fighting for this shit, man. Like we just kind of be terrible. Then we'll kind of slow down again, or I don't know. I don't know, but it doesn't look so good, man. I don't know. Like you mean I'm gonna be like, yo, having a phone until you're 16 years of age, motherfucker.
Wow.
What the bro? I'm not buying no Xbox either. Stay home, read the book. Like,
Do you believe in equality?
no.
Yes.
There can never be equality.
Explain the definition of equality. So, what? I get one piece of bread, you get one piece of bread, or is it I get 1.5 and you get 1 and that's equal? What do you mean?
Equality in
In workplace or what?
In life?
in gender.
This guy.
Okay, let's do equality in the work work. Is it workspace?
Workplace as well.
Yeah.
Workplace. Yeah, workplace.
See, this answer, I don't think I can give it from my own experience. But this is what I started getting to be in the moment. But
From what you know, from what you understand.
that I've watched
Speak the
now,
truth.
how people view, this whole, like the older niggas who are in there. I feel like they can be. I feel like it would just cause so much drama. Yeah. So there's like, do you mean like in terms of male and female being paid the same amount or getting the
I
same
think
amount?
because from
They
what
shouldn't be paid the same amount.
why do you believe that me I'm just a
Female
question
footballers need more money.
me I'm just a question up and up. I'm just gonna say, so why do you believe hold on. Do you believe equality is important between men and women? And why?
In what space? Pay
In
rise or
in in everything, since women seem to ask for equality in everything. They want to be equal
nah?
to men.
Nah.
That's what I'm
Not at
gonna
all.
say. Because for years, men we've been so dominant. You know what I'm saying? We have been staying up here. So now, 2020, opportunities are rising up. Anyone can do anything. We all know now, like, you don't need to go uni to be rich or to. But
Tonight.
the female, they're always gonna need a man compared to a man needing a female. They're always, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like
That's
A
a
man
strong
will
answer.
always need a man.
they're always gonna need one.
That's a strong answer, man. That's a strong answer.
Because
Can
females,
I?
They're like emotional. They cannot go for too long by themselves. But
They need that D.
men can just disconnect and just go, fuck the world. I'm by myself. I'm gonna walk by myself. But a female cannot do that she can do it, but she cannot do it for as long as a male can go. You know, a male, we can go 35 years without kids, without family, and they just
I
go.
wouldn't do that, you know.
You're saying females need companions?
They do.
But I
But
feel
then,
men do as well.
because
Just not as much.
now we,
Yeah, not as much. Otherwise, God
They
would have
do.
made Eve first.
Exactly.
because look at it.
Hold on. Let me not bring religion, but that's what it is.
Look at it this way, innit? Females, they always hit a war. There's a war for me, females, bro. Like in terms of having babies, they have a time for them to have babies. But they have like a little stage, like from 18 to like 35. Yeah, that's like the age where females are like, I'm looking for a nigga right now. And this generation will be becoming there's more baby mamas than married people. I don't know what going, but
It's actually
but
interesting you said that because my uncle was telling me the other time that I can be 40. So he was talking about himself, saying I can be 40. I can go out there and beat a 20-year-old if I wanted to.
yeah.
But
And you can
a
have kids.
35-year-old can't be out here going to beat.
What?
No, I'm gonna shut up. Shut up. Now it was a funny conversation. He was talking about
That's
how
dodgy, fam.
he was just talking about how the equality even in mandem dating whoever they want basically, but women can't really date whoever they want because it's kind of weird.
You know, you said in the beginning this voice thing, like should everyone have a voice? You said that literally a few minutes ago, right? I think like I didn't mean to cut you off, Craig, by the way. I apologize, but you know, this is the voice thing. I feel like there's so much more downside to it than upside because now you see women, they have a voice. They want to go in film, they want to go in wars, they want to go in construction, they want to do all this manly shit, right? Now, I'm not going to be sexist because this is biology, right? You guys should listen to a guy called Jordan B. Peterson and read his book, Jordan B. Peterson, and read his book called 12 Rules of Life. He says, like, now suddenly women are all like, oh yeah, but if you look at it, men are the ones that work the dangerous jobs, construction. Men have always gone to war. Men have always done these risky jobs, but now females are like, oh, we should be equal. You will never be equal. You know, females can never be equal. They can never be on the same pay rise because the way a man is built, the way he thinks, the way his spatial surrounding signals and all that good stuff, women can't match that, and they never will. So I really don't like this idea of like, oh, women should be presidents, women should be going to war and all this other nonsense. And that's just my opinion. So that's what I wanted to say.
I wanted to say that Serena Williams.
Oh no, that's a man, fam, bro.
Oh,
Hey,
that's a man. That ain't a woman. She's built like a truck.
So, would you say that equality for women's side, it looks good on paper?
What do you mean? What do you mean on paper?
So, what I'm saying is like, where does Niv go? Who left? So it looks good on paper in the sense that, oh yes, equality. And then as soon as now equality, now okay, go to the front line of the army. I don't know if I want to do that. It's like
race Usain Bolt in 100-meter being a female. You want equality? You want to fight with men and female? Why isn't there a boxing match, world heavyweight championships between a woman and a man? Because obviously, no matter how good the female is, put it next to Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, that woman is out in a few seconds. So equality just doesn't work. I don't think there is such thing. Well, in gender, I'm not talking about pay rise or racial or anything like that, but women versus men never be the same.
Females always need men, fam. That's the end of it. Like they'll always need this. They're gonna have a kid. no female can have a kid. I mean, they can inject sperm or whatever, like go and inject sperm.
And it has to come from somewhere.
It has to come from someone, innit? It has to come from someone, and it's way better if the man is actually around, in present. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
plus when they get pregnant,
man,
guess what? They're looking for the man to take care of them. I'm not looking down and getting pregnant, but that's powerful, man. That's strong. Yeah, I can imagine, fam.
Nah, you man's on a deep thing right now, so I don't really have any more deep questions. Hold on. Okay, what are your thoughts on people taking your culture?
Vouchers. Not Drake.
Is that an interesting question or not? I can go find out.
Got a question. Wait, let me ask. Can I ask a question on top of that question?
Sure.
Would you say Britain? You know how we got Chinese takeaway, Indian takeaway, all of this. Is that Britain taking them European cultures?
I was Chinese European, fam.
I
was Chinese European.
Oh shit! Okay, no, except the Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with this guy?
No, me I've got OCD, fam. I can clock what people say, innit?
Nah, I hate people with fake OCD.
It's
Oh,
not fake.
guys, my room is so clean because I have OCD. Oh,
No, I should do that, yo. I share real OCD. Like I can't stand.
man, shut the fuck up. If you guys had OCD, you would check if your house is locked 2,000 times.
I do that. OCD is real.
It's not called. Some people don't actually have OCD. Like I've got OCD traits. There's a difference between having
exactly.
OCD
You don't have OCD
and OCD
itself.
traits. You have OCD
I
traits.
have OCD right now. Like this laptop should not be bent right now. This should be straight in line with that.
Nah, you shouldn't be bent right now, but hey, it is what it is.
Okay,
I'm just gonna leave now.
Alright, I'm not gonna say that.
Look, Hamza's angry now. Hamza's angry.
I'm sorry, it's just my OCD.
That's not OCD, fam.
If a human is not straight, I can't stand them. It's just my OCD.
That's not OCD, fam. Wait, listen. I don't want to hear that again.
I'm just trying to.
You're laughing right now. You're laughing. You don't want to go what I said, fam. No one knows me when I'm angry.
Sorry.
I've actually seen you angry though.
Right. So Hamza won a boxing match tonight, and now he's all hard.
See, now you're pushing it, fam.
Calm down, little man.
You're pushing it.
The thing is, I've actually seen him angry. That's funny.
Oh, headbutt the wall.
Wait, answer the question. What was the question, man?
Good question.
What was the question? What did you leave for?
I don't get
it. Guys, I'm scared. Where'd the Hamza go?
Wait, how does that make you hard to leave?
You already hard, man.
So anyways,
what they say, silence is the biggest weapon ever.
Nah, not in this case. I'm sorry.
Where did this guy go? I'm scared. He's gonna DM me.
I wanna see someone get smacked. He's gonna come to your house. I said,
what the question, man?
Wait, I wanna egg people. Wait, send me your IP addresses.
You want it?
Yes, please. Oh, send yours, Jaco.
Oh, yeah, I think this is kind of interesting. I feel like this might actually be interesting for a lot of niggas. It's a weird question. It's not weird actually. It's a very interesting question. Listen and like don't respond, but listen. 78% of suicide rates worldwide are men. What can we do to help them?
So the question was, how can you help the lower suicide rates?
Yeah, for men, since we've got the highest percentage.
I think one thing is, as Darko said, is the communication between how we doing, man. Just that local talk of how you doing? You got projects? Are you doing projects? Are you learning this? Are you reading that? Just trying to induce a spark in a man's mind to act and think, so that they feel as if they're a part of something or doing something for themselves, for their family, for their spouse, whoever. Because as we said in the past, previously, us men we're logical. So if we do something logical, if we act, work, action, we can then, it's just talking, communication to one another. Because men, even what Craig said, men can lock off their brain, no emotion, no nothing, and just go full in. But that's not human nature. Human nature includes emotion, includes thought process, includes depressed times, happy times, mediocre times, so on and so forth. So for a man to be able to push away everything to the side, or the emotion to the side, is dangerous. It's very risky.
I just want to say something in regards to men, and I understand why the percentage is so high for men committing suicide, because I genuinely believe that the pressure on a man is unbearable for some people, right? Even let's speak in our culture. So I don't want the women to be attacking me from England or this that. I'm speaking from my culture, right? Women, life is easy for women in the hold on, let me chill out. Life is easy in the sense that everything in their life is straightforward. Okay, you cook, you clean, you take care of your husband when he gets back home. It's kind of basic. It's kind of like, just it's basic stuff. It's kind of common sense, really. Common sense in our culture. Let me rephrase. But for a man, go out there and make bread for this family. Make sure you're doing something productive out there to bring back to this family. This family is relying on you to bring back bread in this family. You're the one that's going to allow these children to eat. You're the one that's going to allow your wife to live her best life. You're the one that's going to have to pay even for her parents and your parents. You have to take care of them. You have to take care of this. You, as a man, you have to do that. And you by yourself. Yeah. And I think the pressure, the number one thing to help man them, I feel like this is worldwide as well. Women has our companion, or even, so I'm talking about partners, whoever it is we're partners with, right? We need to allow them in. Us men, we need to allow them in to whatever our stress is, whatever our situation is, whatever. Because like you said, we know how to hold so much crap in the back of our head until we just explode. One day, be like, dead, I'm just going to go 170 on the motorway, and whatever I hit. Just because I'm so frustrated. Yeah. And it just
comes. To say, have a good rest of the podcast. It was a great podcast. Go busy day tomorrow. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. It's like we're waiting for him to leave, but he's still there.
2 minutes of silence, please.
Have you answered?
Is it gone? Yeah. Yeah. So I think the other thing as well is the fact that men don't support each other. Men don't care about other men. Man only care about showing off for someone else man's girl. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that mandem would never, have you heard the fact that women support each other all the time? Some women, to be fair, women are snakes. From my own personal experience, most women are snakes. They don't rate each other like that, but they know how to support one another. That's what I'm trying to say. They know, go check out my baby girl's YouTube. Check out my baby girl's new makeup line. They know how to do that. But man, I could start the business today. No man, it's probably just gonna be women that are gonna be supporting me. Man, they were like, nah, dead. I can't allow him to be up in me. That pride that man them have. I need to be above him. I need to be above him, so he can't be doing that well. Nah, he can't be doing that well. So it's like, because I feel like I'm above you, I ain't gonna help you because you're below me. You're you. You ain't nothing compared to me. And I feel like there's always that comparison going on between men, and always, we're basically bitches. I'm gonna say that man, them are bitches. We can say our women are bitches. Nah, man, them are bitches. Cause the way we bicker, the way we slowly speak behind each other's backs, it's mad. And I feel like that is one of the reasons why suicide increases. Just because, one, you don't even have mandem on your side, and two, the pressure that is put on you from your wife, your children, your girlfriend, your parents is unbearable, unbearable. And I just think that's why, like, men need to unite and get together.
As men,
Uh,
we need to
Can I
learn to be
just
comfortable. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was
We need
gonna
to learn,
say that.
you know, because
I got
everyone's trying to act hard. Everyone's trying to be this. Everyone's trying to, just be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Just like accept the fact that you're gonna get your heart broken sometimes. You're gonna be sad. Things are not gonna go your way. Someone next is gonna do better than you. Your friend is gonna do better than you. You must learn to take that. You must learn to be vulnerable. To just accept the fact that's how life is.
Yo, Craig, before you go deep here, can I just say something? Do you
Mm-hmm.
know when Will Smith had that meeting with Janet about the whole August thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then people like took a screenshot of like him like looking like emotional, and then
Mm-hmm.
they spread it all around. So there was a message saying, out of this whole thing of a man opening up with his wife, people just took away the part when he looks like he's about to cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The thing that men have been manipulated into is trying to look like a man.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Trying to look like a man.
Or the
Oh,
figure.
a man can't cry. A man can't be broke. A man can't struggle. The man is supposed to have everything. He's supposed to have everything patterned. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are there for like a man to like lay his like to lay himself down. You know what I'm saying? To like calm him down. So all these men, I think a lot of men that are committing suicide, one, it could be due to loneliness and having nothing or feeling worthless, or it could be the fact that the women that they could put their guard down to left them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot, I'm not gonna go to it. I'm like, if you look at our parents, yeah, you're not gonna go pull your guard down with your dad. You're gonna do it with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna talk, you're gonna have more deeper talks with your mom because it just seems more right. You know what I'm saying? You're not really gonna do it with your dad because mandem are not really gonna have chats like that with other mandem. So I think that those are the biggest issues with men. They're going with too much. Like, you're not gonna want to cry in front of your other boy because you're like, oh, he's a pussy. He's not even hard. He's not a real guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all like man have been manipulated to yeah, you get what I'm saying. Can't really
Now,
explain any deeper, but
Can I say?
you go
Can
on.
I say? I got a sentence that just came to me. Men are more emotional than females.
Huh?
Truly.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
It's
wait,
true.
wait, wait.
Yeah, it's
Go on.
true. It's true.
But females just put their emotion out there constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's
No,
it's
no,
just a
that's
sentence that came
facts.
to my mind.
That's
Mm.
facts. That's
Now,
facts.
I'll say this too, like men, we are controlled by our egos. Our ego,
Mm.
It's
our
all
ego,
pride.
us.
It's all pride, man.
We let our ego become us. Our heart might be telling us, "Yo, go and apologize, or go to your dad and sit down with him and open up, or just cry. Just lay in your bed and cry." By then, your ego's like, "That's a bitch. You're being a bitch right now." You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can do that right now. And things we let that control us. We let our ego become us. You know, that's we also fear to become vulnerable because you need to be vulnerable. Like if you look at the situation Justina was talking about Will Smith, he showed his vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? So even though it hurts that you are sitting there hearing all the shit that she was talking about, you was like, okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable as I possibly can so that I can let this come out of me. I don't want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to beg it in for the sake of looking good on camera for the people who are watching this. It's like, I'm cool, we're gonna talk about it, but I want to let it out at the same time. So that when we leave this table, I'm in a different state. I'm not sad. I'm not pissed off. I'm not like get off me. I'm gonna leave me alone, whatever, right? So just like learn to be vulnerable, man. Just put your ego to the side. Like your ego is fucked up, man. The ego is fucked. Anything to do with because man, we also compare ourselves a lot to the next person. So you see someone just driving next to you with a nice car. Oh, why is he driving a nice car? You look at yourself, you look at your life, and then you're like, man, I want to drive the nice car. Then you put so much pressure on yourself that you don't need to push it. You don't need to put whatsoever because you've looked at someone else's life, but you don't know what's behind the car.
That's what causes mental illness.
It's in it, like driving it, but you don't know what's going on behind him. You might be dealing with more shit that you are dealing with. Because nice car, you're thinking, no, his life must be lit.
Like he probably bought that nice car to impress a chick that he wants. You know what I'm saying?
You're like,
that nigga struggling to pay finance.
Listen, fam, he probably that car, yeah, he hasn't paid the insurance. You get me? But then you're like, oh, bro, but you're driving like maybe a Mazda. Then you look at someone else's life. Like, just look at yourself. Where are you? Just be comfortable and be vulnerable enough to accept your blessings that you have them at the moment, and be at peace. But the ego, I feel like the ego. That's what leads. That's because now the ego, it's not just us, but it's driven by everyone in society. Was as a man, once you reach like 19 years or after you finish uni, everyone's looking at you like, okay, so what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Are you gonna pull up with the Rolls Royce that you're talking about? Let's see. Show us. Then the next time they see you and you're walking, guess what they're gonna do? Ha! You broke motherfucker. Look at you, dead. Then you're like, wow. Fam. Then all that she gets to you, then you're like, I haven't done anything for my mom. I haven't done anything for my dad. I haven't done anything for my brothers. Then all pressure. It doesn't really motivate you because it just pushes you down, innit? Yeah?
I wanted to add when you stop before you go any further. One thing I say to myself, I don't know if whoever's watching when taking board, is you hear the saying pressure makes diamonds. I never understood that saying because if you're pressured as a human being, you're gonna just pop and go insane. You're gonna lose your mind. But one thing I realized is when you're at the bottom, when the rock is at the bottom and it's just laying on the floor on the road, the only way, well, let me not use the rock example, but say it falls down the tube, the only way is up. Like when somebody's at the lowest level on an elevator, the only way it can go is up. And that's one positive affirmation you should tell yourself, that the only way is up from now, because you're at the bottom. There's nothing that can get worse than this. If it does get worse, it does get worse. But either way, you have to remind yourself that I'm just going to keep going up. I'm going to try and go up because I'm at the bottom, and
you might as well try as much as you can.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask
try as much as you can, because at the end of
Sorry, finish your sentence. I was going to ask you guys, for the people out there, how would you say you could be honest with yourself? Because putting the ego aside, saying this is how I feel, this is my situation right now, how can you be honest with yourself but not mentally abuse yourself? How do you think?
Ooh. Repeat that question.
How can you be honest with yourself but not mentally abuse yourself to say you're shit and not like I'm not good at this. How would you tell someone?
Listen to what your
Yeah,
heart.
that's a good question.
Listen to what your heart desires.
Huh?
I would say listen to what your heart desires the most. You
Why
know,
your heart?
I feel like that's a sticky situation.
because your heart
Doing what your
truly
heart
speaks.
desires.
Nah, because your
I
heart
can say I
truly.
want to go beat some ting right
Hold
now.
on, fam. Let me just finish, innit? Your heart, truly speaking, knows exactly the person you want to become, the person you really are,
Mm.
and everything. It knows everything. So if you listen to that, because your heart doesn't speak, like it doesn't send actual words to your brain, but it sends signals. So those signals are sent to your brain. If you let it go, it's clouding your mind. Then those signals are not gonna do nothing whatsoever. You know, because the ego's gonna be like, nah, fuck that shit, that's soft. Nah, fuck that, I'm gonna compare myself with this person. Fuck that, fuck that. But your heart is actually sending every time, every day, every second. It's sending ideas, it's sending the true version of your true self to your mind. And you must try to listen to that voice more than you should listen to your ego. Because your ego is pretty much other people's opinions that you have taken and you put them in your own head and you're like, okay, that's me. Get me. So just listen to up and that's it. Because when you listen to your heart, you don't really your mind, so you don't really, having this mental thing going on.
Mm.
Because you find out who your true desires are. Are you doing anything to like move towards those true desires? You don't like your mind desires what other people have, what you have seen. Okay, this person has this, I want this too. But that's not really true. So you might want a car, but then you start listening to your heart is like, yo, you need some peace right now. You need someone to love. You need someone to do this. Then just try to look at, okay, what am I doing to move towards my true desires? Because that's what will make you happy. That's just my view on this.
Amazing, man. Honestly, thank you. And anyone else? Thank you, Craig.
But yeah, that's an interesting question, actually. It's
Mm.
more of a case of being real with yourself, like being honest with yourself, like sitting there and thinking, okay, what is wrong with me? Who left? Anyways, what's wrong with me? What is right about me? What is it that I like about myself? What is it I don't like about myself? And let me just be honest with myself, because there's no one else here I can lie to. If you just sit there and really think, like, you don't need to be on your phone. Oh, what do you think about me? No, don't need to ask no one. Ask yourself. Even write down. Go get a notebook out. Start writing down. Okay, what is it I like about myself? Da 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 da. What is it I want to change about myself? Da 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 da. And you read that, understand it, and then allow yourself to grow from that. Allow yourself to, okay, these are my problems. So what am I going to do to fix it? I feel like for anyone to make a transformation, for anyone to make a huge development, you need to be willing to change. You need to be willing to get up, shut up, and do something about it. Because too many men, or too many people in general, are always trying to wait for someone to come help them up, or someone to come and like, they're expecting someone else to come and say, oh, I'm waiting for my dad to come help me up. I'm in debt right now, so I'm waiting for my girl to give me some money. It's like, nigga, shut up, get your ass up and do something. Too many men are now are soft. Like, yes, you can be vulnerable, but that doesn't mean you can't take action. I think some people want to take it. So I feel like there's two spectrums. Some people are too soft, where then they would commit suicide because they can't get things done. But then some people are too hard, that everything in life, they are taking it head on. Pressure is there, there. So they'll commit suicide because of all that pressure they're allowing to be in the head because of the things they're constantly doing. It's about that balance and keeping everything in line. Okay, cool. I can be vulnerable, but when I need to get my ass up and get things done. And that's just the mentality that's just the mentality someone needs to have. I personally feel like if every man had that mentality, this world might actually be a better place to live.
Yeah,
It might be a better place. I think it might just be a better place to live.
everything
Think
you
about
just
Sorry, guys, I had to put my phone in the freezer because it's too hot.
everything you just I agree with everything you just said, didn't it? Which also links to what I was saying about listen to your heart. You talked about change, right? Like if you wanna grow, become this, you need to be able to go through the change stage, whatever, right? But do you know what the ego has the most?
change.
Change. And you know what the ego is like your mind pretty much, like your ego is pretty much everyone else's opinions, thoughts about you.
Defense mechanism.
Huh?
Defense mechanism.
That's what's up. That's true.
That's why when I was saying listen to your heart, because your heart is like there's no one else's opinions down here, fam. You know what I'm saying? There's no one else. Like it's true self. Once you go down there and really find exactly what you really want in life, then you can start sending those signals to your brain. So then that ego can start put that ego to the side and you start pushing, slowly pushing it. Boom, boom, boom. Then you start taking action after that. So that's just it all makes sense, but you need to know where exactly you're looking from. Because if you're looking from the mind, you're gonna sit and you're gonna be so pissed off because everything you're gonna write is the same thing that the next person next to you is writing. And that's the person you're looking at Instagram. That's what they're doing. That's what your friends said about you. So you're not really being true to yourself. So you just find the right place you're looking your information from.
Yeah, man. That's interesting. Very interesting. Pav.
This is good. I love this, but
you're a nigga. Shit.
This is a bit of a. I've only got 2 more questions.
Go on.
What looks easy, but actually is very difficult?
Life.
What was it?
Becoming a true son of God.
What
looks easy, but is actually very, very difficult?
Tina, what did you say? Tina, what did you say?
Becoming a true son of God.
Nah, you just
being an adult.
Nah.
Yeah, being an adult, yeah, for sure.
An adult as well, yeah. But Tina,
okay. If I'm taking religion out of it, then I'd say being an adult or being a kid.
Couldn't you just say anything new you're going to start? So new school, new job, new business.
Okay, so I think the question is trying to say, right, what is it that some people could do? You're like, oh, that looks easy. But once you start doing it, you're like, crap, this is much harder than it looked. So what is it that you've seen personally or experience, whatever, you've seen, crap, that looks easy. And then you've tried it. And then it's actually not as easy as it looked.
Being an adult, starting a business.
Maths exam.
Maths exam. Starting a
I think
business
I want to say being a parent. I don't know how to be a parent,
or
but
as well.
I think being a parent is something that, or even being married.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of these people, like even me, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get married, I can't wait. But I'm forgetting, Chi,
Ooh, being yourself
the
as well. That one, being
the
yourself,
difficult.
being yourself, being your true self. That one. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's not
that's
easy.
huh?
How can you be your true self?
You can be.
Oof.
I mean, it
How,
depends. It, me, I feel like you can be your true self.
how can you become your true self? Is my question to those people that want to know.
Your heart. Listen to what your heart is telling you. Your heart knows you, bro.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I want you to answer this question from someone that doesn't believe in that BS. Like, oh, your heart, shut up. Give him
Oh,
a proper answer. Okay, what can I do to
Mm.
find my true self physically? Don't be telling me I want to look at my heart. Like,
meditate.
I mean,
Meditate. Meditate. But I would recommend that for everyone to do. Right? Because one thing I've realized, right, like for the past, I've meditated for some time now, but like when I meditate, right, I've stopped like so I used to like trying to clear my mind, like clear my head. You know, like try like force it, like I don't want to think anything. I don't want to think anything.
you just let it think. Let it think.
Yeah, that like at the start that was my like I used to do that a lot. But then I went on YouTube and I saw some videos. I saw some, and it was like when you meditate, try listen to the heartbeat. So every time I meditate, I don't even put my hand up. I want to listen to it like boom, boom. And when you listen to it, every time it like goes boom, you can feel signals sending to your like literally signals sent to your brain like, and it goes left, right, and center every time you hit. And those signals is literally your heart communicating to you in terms of it talks about it's literally communicating the way you feel, your true desires. Like let's say if you meditate on one thing, let's say you do something, and let's say you're a painter, you want to come up with an idea, whatever, right? And you have like a blueprint of your idea, and then you start repeating that, and then you kind of send that to the heart. You start seeing so many crazy things just popping into your head instantly, just but they come quick, so you have to catch them. They come really quick. They come quick and they go. Same thing. It just keeps going like that. At the same time, your mind, your brain is going mad, Travis. It's throwing up all kinds of things to pull you back because your ego is like, nah, you need to come back to me, come back to me, feed me attention. You get me? So it's going crazy, it's going mad. So listen to your heart. That's bro. Like I'm telling you, it may sound crazy. It may sound dumb. It may sound crazy. Like why would you listen to your heart? What's your heart gonna say? But truly speaking, bro, like your heart is like one the that I'm religious in this as well.
Your heart is your source of life.
Mm. Yeah, pretty much. Because like people will tell your heart is intelligent. Your brain is supposed to be like a servant, like it's supposed to be the translator
Yeah,
of
your
what
brain
your
only
heart is
does what your
saying.
heart wants.
Your brain is supposed to be the translator of what your heart is trying to tell you. So if your mind is clouded with the ego mind and other people's thoughts, when your heart sends signals to your brain, you won't be able to catch them because they come quick and they go quick.
There's not enough storage in your brain because it's overfilled with BS.
Yeah, they go quick as fuck. So if your ego is up there and you're too concerned about what this person is doing, or these people at the party and they didn't invite me, blah blah blah, you don't catch nothing. And it just comes and then your ego is like, what the fuck is that shit? Hey, come fuck that. Hey, let's talk about this person at this party. You get me?
So
So just
for a basic answer,
hmm?
try to so for a basic answer to finding yourself, spend time with yourself. That's one. Spend time with you can never find yourself if you're always with people. You can never know who you truly are.
if you're always with people, spend time by yourself, chill by yourself, go on a date by yourself.
This guy,
Talk to yourself.
I used to live a life, did it?
Like, talk
That
to
was
yourself,
fun.
nigga. Like, even like, you know how, okay, if you look at praying from an atheist perspective, you look like a retard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From someone who doesn't believe in God and they see you praying, you're like, what the fuck, this nigga? Like, this nigga told himself.
Who are you talking to? You
This
dumbass.
nigga, they'll call the mental home on you and say, hey, come check this nigga out. He's talking to
I'm
himself.
a
Retard. That's what I'm saying. But like, praying is one of the, it's the biggest way of communication. It's the biggest way of connecting with your true self. And I want to say, obviously, even as a Christian, right? God is your true self. God is the only one that can reveal to yourself who your true self is. And so, even taking that analogy of praying by yourself, talk to yourself, be there. Okay, cool. Hey, Tanago, what are you saying? You're right. I'm calm, but why am I feeling like this? Oh man, I just lost money today. Why did we lose money? Da 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 da. So why am I feeling like this? Oh, because I wanted to go buy that. Oh, is that important? Oh, it's important because I wanted to buy it because of that guy. That guy had it, so I want it. Now you're like, oh crap. So I don't actually want it for me. I want it because I want to impress that person. So now you've already evaluated. You've already done person elimination. You've already now figured, oh, so the thing I actually want, I want it because of that person and not because of me. So now you already figure, oh, so that's not me. What is me? And you start asking the question, do I really want that computer? Or is it, do I want it because that person had it? Nah, I actually don't want it. I'd rather buy a bike because I actually enjoy biking. Or I'd rather do this because that's what I actually really enjoy. And being by yourself is the only way you're ever going to know what you truly like and what you don't like. In our generation, like, I think that's why I'm always attacking this generation, because we're always asking people, oh, what should I get? Remember, I think Jerry actually attacked you one time when you're asking Bear, your followers, to tell you what to post or even what like fits you want them to see. And then I was like, nigga, just wear what you want.
Yeah, I remember ones, yeah.
Nah, your phone is done.
Yeah, it's true. I
No,
learned
your
from that,
phone is done now. Your phone is
No, it's a serious thing.
No, your phone is
Oh,
done now.
what
Your
happened?
phone, you sound like a robot. Man.
What?
I don't know if you said it.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, like
Continue.
for me, I don't like other people, especially people that I'm close to, trying to, well, seeming like life is revolved around other people. I'm like, no, gee, do what you want to do. Post what you want to post.
100%. I
Do
learned
what
from that, yeah.
Do you want to do? At the end of the day, no one really gives a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're the only one that cares about your Insta. You're the only one that truly cares about your Insta. Your YouTube, your passion, your business. You're the only one that truly cares. Your mom doesn't care as much as you do. Your mom probably doesn't care at all. Yeah. You're the only one that cares about your well-being. Truly. You are the only one that cares. No one's out here coming, oh Jerry, let me check your mental state. How's your mental state? Yeah. What's going on in your life? Let me actually help you out. No one would ever say that because no one truly cares. Everyone's only really caring about themselves deeply. So if no one else truly cares about you, why are you out here trying to get validation and help from other people? Find yourself, talk to yourself, figure out who you are. Then you can go out and start trying to make friends and, whatever. But at the end of the day, that's why you even hear some of these people that get influenced so easily to do the wrong things, and then they end up in gangs, and they end up killing this, or they end up doing this drug or this and that. And then you hear their parents saying, we don't even know how he turned out like this. He was such a good boy.
Nigga, he wasn't a good boy. He didn't even know who he was. The reason why he turned out like that is because he didn't know who he was. He was allowing other people to tell him who he was. So that if you know who you are, no one else's point or no one else's evidence or statement can sink into your brain to tell you who you are. So like what I'm trying. Okay, let's do it like this. This is the perfect example. If you fill up a water bottle with water, right? Let's say I fill it halfway. There is still space for someone else to come and dilute their drink in there. There's still space for someone to come and put dirty water in there. There's still space for someone else to come and put lotion in there, right? But what happens if I fill up the whole thing and close it? How's the lotion going to get inside? It can't get inside because there's a lid on it. Why? Because it's secure. What's inside, it's secure. I know what's inside, and that's that. No one else can come put water in it because the lid is secure. I know what I'm going.
I can't sleep.
A lot of people try to live life with their bottle open.
Ooh.
Allowing all
Nice,
the
isn't it?
orange juice, allowing different types of juices to be filled in, allowing Fanta to be put in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What
that's
have
the
I missed?
best.
What have
That's
I
the
missed?
best.
This sounds saucy.
So
That's
no,
it.
so for you to know yourself, it's for you to put that lid on. Once you know yourself, you know how to secure yourself. Once you're secured, no one can tell you shit. Tell me why Kanye West is where he is. Because no one can tell him shit. Because he knows who he is. He knows what God. No one can tell him, oh, you're ill. You should go to. No, nigga, I ain't ill. You're ill. He will tell you that. He will tell you. He will tell you what God. His lid is cut quick, and he knows who he is. That's it. Once you know who you are, even women love a man who knows who he is. They love it. Tell me what one woman that allows a guy that gets pushed over. Tell me one thing that would want to date a nigga, unless they want to be the pants in the house, whatever. Obviously, that's our generation now. But
I got a question though. Just wait. So would you say knowing yourself, or is that a journey or is it a process?
Journey, bro. Life is a journey
niggas,
in a
I say,
No,
wait,
wait.
isn't process and journey the same thing?
No, because journey there's a beginning and there's an end. But process is it keeps progressing. Oh no, yeah.
Hey, Hamza
Is it?
asked what's the topic. I forgot the topic is. What are we talking about?
Well, we've been bouncing off so many things, Hamza. Right now, we're just discussing how to. I asked the question. How do you be honest with yourself, but don't mentally abuse yourself? And then it led to Craig saying how listen to your heart. And then Tanaka was like, how about if someone's like, fuck that, listen to your heart, what kind of shit is that? And without just discussing how to find yourself. And then yeah, Tanaka gave a great analogy of your cup. I was screenshot. I'm gonna clip it. Don't worry. But right now I'm just asking the question of is finding yourself a journey or is it a progression? That's the word. So is that beginning to an end, or is it constantly you're finding yourself more and more?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, it's a journey, and it's a never-ending journey. Like, remember what I was telling about saying that no one actually knows what the right thing is. Every single person on this planet is on a journey. No one knows what's the right or the wrong thing. We're all just out here bringing out our explanations or what we think. You remember when I was telling about every time in life now, it's always about how I feel. This is what I think, because no one actually knows. There's no actual facts saying this, that. There's no actual thing that's accurate, unless you want to say the Bible or whatever religion you believe in. That's me, but that's accurate. That's that. But even the religion, no one actually truly knows. My mom was telling me the other time that it's better to believe in something than to die and then go to hell when you could have had the chance to believe in something. Just believe in something for the sake of it. It's not going to hurt you to believe in something. Believe in it. If you die and if it's not there, cool.
What
But
is
at the end of the
What is belief?
Belief. I feel like belief gives you a purpose.
Yeah.
Christianity gives you a purpose, or Muslim gives you a purpose. Whatever it is you believe in, it gives you a purpose. Huh?
Belief and faith is the same, innit?
Believe in faith.
Belief and faith. It's kind of the same, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know if God is real.
Okay.
So
What
that's you having faith that He's there. So belief and faith is similar, the same thing.
I was gonna say,
how far does the belief go? How deep does it go?
As deep as you want it to go.
Yeah.
It's never ending. It's never ending.
I feel as if belief is the idea of there's more in anything.
That's tight.
That's what came to me.
That's
all I have to say. I can't expand, but yeah, that's what came to me.
Yeah, that's tight. Right. That was beautiful. Life is beautiful, though.
For this question, man. But we don't want to talk about churches right now, innit? I'll say it.
Hey, bell them up tomorrow. Bell them up tomorrow.
Who?
I said we're gonna do it. We're gonna have a call tomorrow about church.
Never mind.
Where are we, fam? Me, I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask one more question. I already do one more question.
There's only 3 of us left.
So
dark. Let's go. Go for Uncle.
You are given the option to drop what you have and return to the 12th or December 31st, 2012 as yourself at that age, but with the extra 8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why or why not?
Yes. I would
drop everything I have right now.
Yes, and go back to the age of whatever age you were in 2012.
Am I keeping the knowledge?
Does that mean everyone that you know now, you already know them there?
No, you have knowledge of them, but back then, so wherever you were in 2012, that's where you'll be, but with the knowledge you have now. So you're aware of Jerry. So you go back to so I'll be 13. So I would know that there's Hamza there. I would know that there's Jerry there. I know that Craig is there. I haven't met you, man. But I'm of Jerry. I've already seen you, Craig.
Wait, so you're not actually losing anything,
Craig? I think you're in Sib.
Tanaka, your question. You're not actually losing anything then.
No. Listen, you are given the option to drop what you have and return to 12/31/2012 as yourself at that age, but with the extra 8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why or why not? I never said you're losing anything. You're dropping your life right now. Whatever it is that's going on in your life, you're dropping it. And then you're going back to your age. So you're reversing life and going back to 2012. And then you've got the same mind you've got now. So would you take it, and why not? Why not?
I would.
Yeah.
Why, Craig?
Well, I feel like by the time I reach 20, I'll be the happiest person on earth.
That's a really good question.
Would you re-meet everyone?
I would.
Because you still know me. You still know me. The relationship we all have now, you know that there's a relationship. Oh, these are my boys, but we're not boys like that. Then in 13, wherever you are.
If I have the knowledge of having certain someone as a friend in my mind or heart, obviously I'm gonna want to meet that person and see who they really are, like what they look like. You know.
Wait, Tanaka. If you went back, would you still have the same skills and mindset?
Yes, same skills, same mindset. If you are you, but in your 10-year-old body, in your 10-year-old self back then.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, same, Jerry. I think the same. Like it's a blessing and
I'll be a
Like,
rich mother. All I know is I'll be a rich mother. Oh my god. Oh, 21. I'll be a multi-billionaire. Easy.
Nah,
But
I feel like I'll have some. My frequency will be mad.
no,
Mad.
also I'm not just talking about peas, but I think it's also the fact that I've got a 21-year-old's mind in a 13-year-old body. Like, that's a big thing, though. Like, I feel like not a lot of people actually understand that a 21-year-old's body and a 21-year-old's mind in a 10-year-old's body, fam, that's a lot of experience. A lot of experience. So to think, man, that's incredible. Yeah, I can see why it'll be scary as well. It'll be hella scary. Imagine you're 10 years old and like you've got the experience from 10 years later, and it's like, what is going on? Like, you're going to school with year sixes. You have to be linking year sixes. in your mind, you're still 21, in it, but you are 10 years old. So you're out here linking year six, and it's okay. You know how to spit bars because you got a 21-year-old's mind or a 19-year-old's mind. That's crazy.
Wait, does that make you a nonce? That doesn't. No, it doesn't make you a nonce.
It doesn't make you a nonce. You're back in that time. You're back in the time you were in high school, or back in the time you're in primary
dodgy
school.
though.
That's not dodgy. So who are you gonna link? You're gonna link a 20-year-old. You're gonna link a 20-year-old when you're 10.
But would you guys begin stuff you know now, like businesses or projects?
I think I would want to enjoy it. I'd want to enjoy childhood with my mindset. So I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't want to change anything. The only thing I'll change is I'll probably invest in Bitcoin. But like, for me personally, that's the only thing I'll change. And I would probably live life the same, but in the sense that because I've got 8 years experience, I'm gonna have a much better mindset, much better mindset. I'm gonna have a much better I'm gonna start training. I'm gonna start training my body, training my mind, training myself, even in so many things that I want to do. Even like, let's say, music or my art or even like businesses and stuff. I'll start working on those crafts then. So like, especially music, especially stuff like music and art. There's stuff you can start learning at a young age, and by the time I'm 21, Picasso.
Yeah, I think I'll be a pro athlete. I can't even lie.
That'd be crazy, dude.
I would say my energy and frequency will be shocking, fam. Shocking. I walk in the room, everyone's like, whoa, you feel me before I even touch the fam. Trust me. That'll be my focus, man.
So what are you trying to say?
No, I agree with nothing. I agree with everything that everyone's saying.
What are you saying? What's your point? What are you gonna do?
Personally, I would obviously go back as well, because that would help almost every single thing, business especially, because I'd be able to like do everything I'm doing now at 10, which is even crazier. But otherwise it'd be super scary, because can you imagine being 10 years old knowing about everything you know now? Like 10 years old, that's tiny.
You know how to beat, you know how to you know what. Fam, 10 years, that's scary though. That's scary.
That's tiny.
That's scary. That's year 6, bro. Year 6, and you know all this explicit stuff.
Can you imagine year 6 talking about freaking like Bitcoin investing and cash flow forecasts?
But the thing is, yeah, I think you would actually live your life more low-key. Like, you'll still enjoy as a young person, like wanting to go out with your friends and stuff. But in terms of like business-wise and stuff, I think you'll be more low-key.
Nah, I disagree. If I was 10 and I had all the knowledge, I would want the whole world to know like he's a prodigy.
Oh no, not like that. Not like that. I mean like that you have the mindset to become a billionaire within like 2 years. Like, you'd want to keep that low key.
I think I'd be a doctor just for the sakes of it. You know,
I'll study as much as I can. I would have the P's anyway. You know, P's ain't a problem. Mindset ain't
Nah,
a problem. You know,
but
so like, I don't, not necessarily studying, but for me, 12 years old, I'll be 13 anyway. 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, nigga. I'll be around the world doing this, doing that. Oh, mate, I'll be on job. 21, I'll be bored. I want to be like Justin Bieber. You know, Justin Bieber was out here doing a Mazza. He was out here doing a Mazza at 14. He was out here making P, performing around the world, doing what all these old niggas trying to do now.
all around the world,
By the time he
people
was,
used
by the
to
time he was 18, he was
be.
tired. He was bored of the life.
That's so
But
true.
wait,
That's gonna be Billie Eilish as well.
can I just ask you a question?
Is-
Would you
Oh,
rather? Because I feel like in our generation right now, everyone's trying to speed up to get somewhere. Ask Cancer right now. I'm sure if someone said you could pay 10,000 for your business to get to its maximum level, and for you to be making 10 million a month, whatever, he would pay that 10,000. You know what I'm saying? He would find that money and he'll pay it. But what I'm trying to say is, do you prefer for life to go as it is, or rush to where you're trying to get to?
as it is.
Go as it is.
As much as I hate it, as it is. I hate it and love it.
Why do you hate life?
No, it's the process. It's the process. I love and hate the process. I don't know if it's the same with you, because you know you always want the end. You always want the end goal. You always want the the fruits, right? But then sometimes you just want it the next day. Sometimes you're just impatient. But at the end of the day, you don't get it the next day because you haven't gone through the process. You haven't gone through the trials and tribulations. So for me, it's as it is. I would rather keep it going as it is
Really?
because I know I'm gonna get
I
the
think
fruits
for
of it.
me, there's so
Yeah.
many times that very statement has happened so many times where you could
Mm.
invest this type of money, and then you'd be like, oh, if I just made this much, or if this much came out, that'd be crazy. And then it's 10 times that. So many times I've hit like figures. I'm like, fuck, shit, God, crazy. And then you're like, you get to that, and you're like, I remember when I gassing it, but now I'm here. It's like, now what? You know, it's like I was pushing to try to reach this, but now I'm here. Now what? I'm still 20. I'm still 19. I'm still 21. I've got my whole life ahead of me, and I'm already where I've been trying to be. Now what? You know, it's like it all makes, because for me, my biggest fear, I think that's why I've like had to relax a little bit and start focusing on things I actually want to do. And like my biggest fear is being extremely successful, but with no purpose. That's something I fear. I fear. I don't want to be that nigga. Even yeah, as much as some people love it. I don't know, but personally, I don't want to be that nigga with 10 billion in the bank account. But then that's all. That's the only value I have. That's it. There's no purpose to my name. There's nothing I'm doing to add value to the world. There's nothing I'm doing to add value to someone else's life. There's no business I've built to help this person. Like 10 billion is just that's just how I live. I personally, that's a fear for me.
That's
I want
crazy.
to know, okay, I'm waking up every day to go and do something that I love doing, and I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. I would love to have. I want the option to know, okay, I don't have to go and do what I want to do today. I can chill, do whatever I want. But at the same time, I think that's why so many people aspire to be athletes or rappers and stuff like that, just because they get to do what they love doing while living a life that everyone else can only dream of. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear a lot of people that's why you hear a lot of like rich niggas children are doing drugs and messing up their lives and doing this, because what more can I do when my dad is already a billionaire? You know, where am I gonna go? Play tennis? What the fuck are you doing tennis for when I got $1 billion in my pocket? I'd rather go do coke. I'd rather go mess about with these girls. I'd rather do that because there's no other purpose for me. And that's a fear, man. For me, I think that's crazy. I don't want to be in that situation. I want to get to where I want to get to because of what I've done and the value that I've given to the world, rather than just getting money. It's like lottery winning. Like, what was your purpose for getting that money? You know? Well, okay, cool, you got money now. Then what? Okay, you can go buy a Bentley. Then what? Okay, buy a mansion. Okay, then what? You're like we will say, materialistic things are never going to satisfy you. Yes, they're experiences. Like some of you niggas will say, yes, I want the nicest cars. I want all the nicest cars. They're just experiences that will fade. Eventually, you look at it like, oh well, this PC that's right here. A lot of niggas have seen it. Oh wow, that's crazy. It's crazy. I've had it for I don't even know how long. I look at it like whatever. I look at him like, oh well. Someone will cry for that. Someone will be like, raw, 3K for it. Like, oh my God, I'll do anything for that. Oh, give me that. But I'm just like, I'm leaving. I'm going to uni. And it's going to be here for the next couple of months.
Can I rent it?
See what I'm saying? Watch him rent it and eventually he gets bored. He's like, it's just a PC.
But
what I'm saying
like your mom said, wouldn't you rather believe in something than go to hell? Wouldn't you rather have something than, die without ever trying it?
No, that's not what I'm saying, you nons.
No, I know. I mean,
I'm talking about
you just rent me your PC? No, I know what you mean.
I'm talking in regards to materialistic things. Like, you can have all the materialistic things in the world, but you'll still be unsatisfied. I found that the biggest things that satisfy humans is helping other humans. That's just how it is. Yeah. You can buy all these things for yourself, but at the end of the day, you'd be like, rah, I'm by myself. I'd rather have other people be in my room with me, chilling and using all this stuff with me, rather than me just using it by myself. That's boring, bro. But it's all about purpose. It's all about purpose. That's an interesting question, though.
What was the question, fam?
I can't remember.
I got a question. It just came in my brain at this time. The question is, beauty versus brain, which one is better?
Beauty.
Boom.
No, seriously, what's better, beauty versus brain?
The heart.
In 2020 is beauty.
The heart. The heart, Jack.
I don't get the question, lads.
Beauty versus brain and your girl. Which one would you rather have?
No, not girls. From we've had enough girls in this podcast. I'm just saying, like, in a person, or what will get you further in this generation, beauty or brain?
Beauty, unfortunately.
Yeah, as it is.
Beauty gets you way further in life, because I've realized even artists, like rappers and stuff like that, as tough as it is, not many unattractive artists make it, just because they don't appeal to a lot of people. People want to see bunda. People want to see paintings. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Ed Sheeran is so big.
Because what? Hold on a minute.
That's why Ed Sheeran is so big.
Because he's the opposite.
He's the typical. Exactly.
He's the opposite.
He's nothing like
even Post Malone. People like Post Malone. See, we're basically calling these niggas butters.
Nah, a lot of girls actually find Post Malone paying, you know.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get them.
Really?
Yeah, man. A lot of girls always call them paying. I don't understand.
Even Lil Wayne. Darko is a victim of this.
Yeah, man.
People
the way
find Cardi B beautiful. I don't understand that.
I think she's unreal.
I
it's the way
like
they
it.
treat themselves, innit?
I think she's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. Yeah,
I
obviously she's
think
got a lot of fake stuff.
I think I'm beautiful. Sorry, guys. I'm just beautiful.
You are, man.
Thank you, man. You too. I love you.
Think it's guys, not in live.
I'm keeping
Hey,
that.
you know what? You know what? That's actually pretty important. You know the fact that I just said that we've been so conditioned to not accept stuff like that in public. Oh, another thing, can't tell me he loves me. That's gay.
I don't give a
You
shit.
know
I love you all.
that was my natural response because we've been conditioned to think like that.
It's
And it's
okay. I
wrong.
know you love me.
That made me feel uncomfortable, but it's, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been a roller coaster of a podcast today. I hope you did enjoy. Thank you, Tanaka, for the questions. Once again,
I
once again,
love women.
anything else you want to add on top, or?
Yeah, I just think women are the greatest invention God has
All
ever
right,
made.
thank you, man. This was good.
Let's go.
That's right. But now, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, like
Yeah, I
if you
enjoyed
want.
it. Fantastic, man. Fabulous.
If
Mike,
you did
shut
enjoy,
up. Let him finish, bro.
if you did enjoy, like, and if you got any topics or questions for us, comment them down below. And if you're new,
Oh,
don't
my
forget to
days.
subscribe. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you once again. I'm Jerick and Jeff for the host. I hope you enjoyed the podcast from Boys to Men, the podcast. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Plus,
For now,
man.
peace.
Nah, say no more. Say no more.
Nah,
Say no more.
Jerry, you got some long outro, fam.
What do you mean, bro?
Nah, it's hard. It's hard.
I'm
Nah, keep the
tired.
grind, man.